You almost caught me mid-yawn. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Crypto Crow, and Ripple is having a rough go. Let me just tell you. For all of you XRP Army and you Ripple holders out there, I've got some XRP, okay? I've had some for a while, and they're having a really rough go of things, and the case hasn't even concluded yet. I mean, it's been years, and the case still hasn't concluded, but Ripple bulls lose all momentum amid reports of Citigroup reconsidering Medico deal. The token has somewhat recovered since the June 30 crash to 47 cents as of press time, but is struggling to push further as bears are now firmly in control. This is a sad tale. Ripple XRP bulls are struggling to regain momentum after media reports on June 30th claimed Citigroup might be reconsidering its partnership with Medico, a company Ripple Labs recently acquired for $250 million. Boy, oh boy, that's a small chunk of change, you know? Bulls lose momentum. Ripple's native token XRP had been on a steady pump for almost 2 months. It hit a high of 54 cents because of multiple positive developments and industry expectations that its case with the SEC would end favorably. However, the momentum began sputtering out by mid-June, and the token fell as low as 31 cents on June 14th, following the SEC's crackdown on the crypto industry in the U.S. via lawsuits against Binance US and Coinbase. Bulls managed to regain some of the momentum last week and were on track to reclaim the previous high of 54 cents before the Citigroup news led to a sharp sell-off, causing the price to crash to 42 cents based on crypto slate data. Bloomberg News reported on June 30th that Citigroup has launched a review of its partnership with crypto custodian Medico and could potentially replace the firm as its provider. I'm wondering if they might potentially be looking at Coinbase. I'm telling you, Coinbase, I think, is going to become like the end-all be-all custody provider for a lot of these major institutions. If they're good enough for BlackRock, they're going to be good enough for everyone else. People familiar with the matter told Newswire that the Wall Street giant had already begun the hunt for a new provider. According to the report, it's unclear whether the review is linked to Ripple. Citigroup entered a partnership with Switzerland-based Medico in June 2022 and said the latter would help it develop and pilot digital asset custody capabilities. The lender said at the time that it intended to integrate Medico's harmonized platform within its own services to offer its customers digital asset custody and settlement services. The partnership also aimed to develop tokenization and custody solutions for traditional assets like securities. Medico also counts major European banks among its partners, including Societe Generale and BNP Paribas. My wife always makes fun of me when I try to roll my R's, and I think I'm like Latin or something. I don't know. The latter confirmed that its partnership with Medico remains operational. Medico, Ripple, and Citigroup did not respond to a request for comment as of press time. Well, of course not. Why would they? There's still a little bit to work out. So, listen, I've always been a supporter of Ripple for the most part. It's a centralized token, but its primary use case is for remittance and basically bank-to-bank transfers and things like that, a lot of which are already basically being addressed by like the Fed now, and I'm sure the CBDCs. So I'm not sure what Ripple can really bring to the table outside of somehow settling or working something out in the courts to say, hey, let us operate unmolested by, any previous regulations, and we'll work with the governments to be utilized as, whatever you guys need. I don't really know 100% what's going to come down the pipe in the courts once the rulings are final, but I'm expecting them sooner than later, but we have been now for quite some time. I really want everyone to do well that holds Ripple, but all of this BS about it being $10,000 someday and all of that, I don't even know who starts that or why, but it's all garbage. There's no way XRP is going to $10,000. Okay, get that pipe dream out of your head. Could it rise up to a couple bucks at some point? Sure, it could. Heck, it could even hit maybe $3 or $4, depending on what happens with the court case. And but at the same time, the fall or quote unquote crash of the crypto doesn't really mean that much, because we see that happening with almost every major cryptocurrency asset out there. It's just the ebb and flow of the market, and anything can happen on any given day. It can drop 30%, come back up 60 the next day, or it can just take time spreading these ebbs and flows out over months, even years. So I'm not ever necessarily concerned with what the price does to a cryptocurrency asset in a bear market. I'm more interested in, the metrics of the token. How many people are holding it? How much adoption is growing? Is there transactional throughput that can be measured on the blockchain to show use case? Those are the things that really matter to me during a bear market, because the higher those numbers go or grow during a bear market, it just means in a substantial price increase in a bull market. But I don't really think we're able to see a lot of that's happening with Ripple. A lot of it is just basically a lot of bag holders and hopefuls that are, they bought in expecting a moon, and, maybe they only get the top of their house. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But everybody's waiting with bated breath, including me, because honestly, I would just like this case to conclude so that we can move on and hopefully move into a better place and a better position in the cryptocurrency space. So we'll see. Until next time, Crow Your Coins. Thanks for joining me, and don't forget to hit that like, hit the subscribe, and leave a comment. I don't know, leave a joke. What is your best joke? You know what I want? I'd love to just once go through my comments and read a bunch of dad jokes for a change, because honestly, I find them hilarious. See you guys soon.